Okay, now we should be live.
Yay! We will. I'm gonna get the thing.
Let me close those. There's a view on YouTube thing.
Oh, there you are. I better turn my
View on YouTube. There we go.
volumes down.
Yay! There we are.
You gonna remember how to do this next time?
Yeah, actually, this is like wicked easy on this thing. I don't. Why the hell didn't we try this one before?
I don't
Like for
know.
real. All right, now.
Can you
Yep.
play a video on here?
Yes, I can. um, your screen application window. There we go. And can you see it?
Yeah.
No,
I surely can.
let's make sure that we can hear it too. Wait a minute, let me press play. Get to a. Did you hear sound?
I didn't hear anything.
Look,
remember, it's not going to have sound right away
no,
because of
but
the videos.
I played a part with sound though. It's going to be delayed. Wait, it's more at the end. Thought. All right, did you hear sound that time?
No.
Oh my! Are you kidding me? This is going to be the one thing that breaks our balls. Really? It told me to use, if I want to hear sound out of the screen share, then make sure you use it on Chrome. I'm on Chrome. Sharing a window. Hi. Okay. What about settings? Audio. Mic. Oh, yeah. There's nothing else on the audio. Damn it. Oh wait, cam mic. No, it's the same thing.
Well, Franny, I sure hope that we can get the volume working. Can you hear me and can you hear her at least? Cat Mom and Sarah and Franny. And whoever else is here, the other people. Hi. How are you guys doing?
Yeah, can you hear me? I hear. Did you hear the video playing?
Did you guys hear the video?
Here, I can play it again. Okay. Can you hear Katie?
I'm going to mute me and see if I can hear her.
Oh my God. Really? You can hear her? Dude, you, just for some reason. Oh, no, this doesn't. Okay, never mind. No to the video. God damn it. I don't know. I'm thrilled though that I got the rest of this working. I just don't know about the video.
Okay, y'all. We have everything else working. It says have issues. Let's look at having issues. What's it say?
Help. Okay. Share screen, no audio. Does the screen share count? No. Adding videos to your stream. Oh. What if it's over 5 minutes though? Recommend using screen share for a Chrome tab. That's what I did. Wait for a Chrome tab. You can screen share. Drag the file from your computer desktop or folder into a new. Oh, okay. All right. Right, let me close that out.
Really, we could get rid of the videos and just use the pictures if you wanted to, but
Well, I might
the
be
whole
able.
thing's a video though. So,
Why can't I?
hi Dottie. Okay, I'm gonna try to name everybody because I never get to do this. If I'm doing a live stream, I will never be able to do this. Sarah, Franny, Cat Mom,
Okay.
Camilla,
Into a new
Heidi,
person.
Franny, Kristen,
Make sure you click
Sarah,
share audio and the
Cat
screen share pop up
Mom,
if you want video
Franny
to be captured in the
Liz,
stream.
Camilla, Heidi, Kristen, Jessie, Debbie, Cat Mom, Jill Mama, Jessica Eldridge, Harvard Chickie, Dottie Morgan. Hi.
Chrome
We're
tab.
we're trying so hard, you guys. This has been hell.
Um,
It's always the
okay.
audio. The audio is always the issue.
I think I fixed it. Wait a minute. Is it playing? I can't.
It's playing.
Okay, let me get to a part with sound. No, that's not what I want.
I hear
Can you hear
something.
it?
I hear Unirock.
Yeah.
It's not loud, but I can hear it.
All right. Well, that's I got it. The volume's up as high as it'll go.
Hi, Maya Nova.
Okay, let me go back here. Did the rest of you guys hear that? Hear Uni talking?
Did anybody else hear Unirock? I can't hear anything at all. Can you hear us? No, Uni. No, no, no. So I barely heard him.
Damn it. Wait a minute. So, what did it tell me before to make sure I turn the volume up? Okay. Make sure you click share audio on the screen share pop-up if you want the video's audio to be captured in your stream. Okay?
Oh, I like that I can see your guys' chat here right in
Look
front
for
of
the
my
share
face on
audio
my
checkbox
computer
next to the window.
instead
What
of my phone.
the hell? Oh, I see. All right. Oh, all right. I figured it out. I figured it out. I figured it out. Wait a minute.
Yay!
Okay. I'm guessing you guys can see it. Now let's see if you guys can hear it.
100%.
This is a convincing, essentially a convincing narcissist.
I hear it.
This
Yay!
do not acknowledge that they're not.
Did everyone else hear it?
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Here we go.
Oh my god, I am Hacker Man.
Okay, y'all. So what I did is Katie pissed me off, and so I went ahead and gathered a shit ton of screenshots and some video. So we are going to take turns reading the screenshots, and I will post the screenshots on the Instagram page for the group after we're done or tomorrow morning. And then we're going to play audio. So we'll read the shots and then play audio. I'm going to read the first one. This was when I got doxxed. I can't prove that Katie Joy did it, but she is right above. This was on Instagram. She had about 10,000 people then. And she said at LE5LIE, whatever the chick's name is, didn't know she had a last name. And that person said at Without a Crystal Ball, "Oh yes, her name is Tina blank blank Tina blank something to her cosmetology license from. If she is coming this hard for Katie's job and reputation, isn't it only fair that everyone goes after her livelihood as a hairdresser. So they obviously had my state, my city, and I'm not quite sure what else. It's been so long. But I got doxxed. Um, and it was probably one of the scariest things I've ever had happen as far as being online. And so Katie's been running a narrative about this, about me doxing her. So after I got doxed, Joe was my co-admin in Without a Freaking Clue. Um, I made her an admin. She kind of demanded, and I didn't know her really well, but I asked Steve, and he said, "Yes, I trust her. Go ahead and make her a co-admin." And so I did. And that night after I got doxxed, I sent Joe. I did not totally trust her. So I redacted all this information. And I can tell you, I've told the group about this. I've said I was wrong. Like, I've admitted my behavior in a sense that I don't do anything that can cause me or the members of the group harm. So I sent her a redacted picture, and I sent it to her in Facebook Messenger. And it was a private conversation between me and the other admin. And I said, "Here's where she lives. She thinks she's safe. I got her address months ago. It's easy to find." So I was wrong by saying that. I know that sounds like it could sound threatening, whatever. But I was just trying to take my power back. I was just like, okay, she's got my information, I have hers, and trying to feel okay with it. Now, anybody that was around me knows that I took several days off of work after I got doxxed. Like, I took down every single one of my profiles, my profile off Facebook, my profile off Instagram, my profile off Twitter. And I really had to think, I had to ponder if this was worth it, if this fight was worth it. And I prayed and meditated for days and finally came back and was like, hell yeah, it is. Because if she's going to do this to me, she's going to do this to somebody else. And I just, from then on, I was very resolute in the decision that um, I was going to show everybody who she was. I was going to show the truth. And so Joe and I were cool for a while. Um, her and Steve got into a really huge fight on Facebook. I have all the evidence for that too. That's a lot. But they got into a fight, and she found out he said she wasn't a critical thinker, and I have to agree with him right now on that, really. And so what she did is she literally kicked me and my mods out of the group. She stole the group from me, all to get back at Steve. I didn't do anything wrong. I did nothing to her. So I manipulated her to get me the group back. I and then I pondered it. I told her I would keep her a mod. I did lie because I really pondered it that night, and I woke up the next morning being like, I can't let her have any power. She said she made a mistake and it was an accident. Well, I looked at how many steps she had to go through to um to actually remove us, and it was like 5. It was insane. So I took her mod wrench away, and then we end up, oh, we end up like 5 things down. And I'll read this and then I'll let Erin start reading. This was, I don't even know the date, but she said, yep, a woman, no channel, no experience. Why couldn't Cheshire someone with experience, you know? Uh, just crap on most part, same as on Twitter. I was ready to leave. She begged me to stay. Now I'm leaving. Sorry, I can't deal. So basically, what I gathered from this is Joe was lying about me. She was jealous, I believe, because Steve gave me the group over her, and she was pissed. And basically, he gave me the group over her because I do not react out of emotion. If I'm upset, I really try to ponder what I'm going to do. And I do speak with somebody else about whatever it is. And, I don't make a decision while I'm upset because nothing good can ever come of that. I believe that. That's how I've ran the group. That's how it's been. Joe has proven that she is completely driven by emotion. She doesn't give a fuck about anybody else. Um she's done so many bad things, including sending after months. She sent this Erin, you remember the story about these screenshots? Because you did a thing about it. Why don't you tell them the story? What she did?
What we mean, like what I saw in
Yeah,
the video? What she
she sent the
I don't know.
retracted.
She Yeah, she sent redacted screenshots to Katie saying, "Yeah, this is how you were doxxed." But yet, why was she? What if the screenshots weren't already redacted? Then why did Joe redact them before sending them to Katie? I mean, was she trying to hide Katie's address from Katie?
Doesn't make
I
sense.
mean, they must have been redacted when Joe received them. Why else would Joe redact them to send them to Katie? That makes no sense.
So we have a video that's going to come up, and Katie said that um, I sent them to Joe through email. Anybody that knows me or anybody that's listened to me knows I do not use email. I don't know how to send an email. I don't know nothing about it. I'm scared of email, really, because that's how people get scammed and shit. So I don't do email. So the only way I communicate with people is through Messenger. If I have a conversation with them, I'll do it through Messenger. If I send them screenshots, I'll do it through Messenger. I do not use email. So Katie lied. So Joe probably didn't remember how we had the conversation and told Katie I emailed it or whatever. But that's not the truth. It went through Messenger. So other stuff came out after all this. There's screenshots. Uh, the second one, you read that one. It's the long one.
Sorry, I was in the chat. Okay. Come on, play. I'm hitting never mind, I'm hitting the wrong play button.
I sent you the screenshots.
Right, I
Messenger.
know. They're coming. This shit was even posted publicly. So is this one? Oh no, wait a minute. Is this one you want me to read?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, damn it. Okay, let me just get to that point again. Sorry, I'm still learning how to work out the controls here, but at least we got it working. Yay. Okay. Why is it when Ilie Moon gets threatened with doxing, all hell breaks loose? I don't think Moon should be doxed either. No need to put peoples in danger. Yet Tina I'll you threatening KJ, stating, I know where she lives, have done for months now. Or others spreading my address around everywhere. And Unirocks, that's okay, right? Why is it one rule for SM's lot, another for other? Seems some are just victim. Woe me, poor me. Feel for me, what? Okay, guys, great story. P.S. I don't know if true or not, nor do I care. What I am saying is there should be some rule across the board. Some are just okay to dox, others ain't, I guess. No, I'm not standing up for KJ. I honestly think she brings most upon herself, apart from doxing and or Steve going after her for a year straight. Just making point, what's been shown to be accepted by these people is okay until it happened to one of them. Seems sad. Just okay. Well, I can't really. Okay, whatever. I'll let that go. Yeah, there's a screenshot. I didn't know she had a last name. Oh, okay. Oh, yes, her name.
That one was mine.
Yep. Why is it playing this again, though? I mean, it's like 42
Well,
seconds into it.
well, because I jumped ahead because
Oh, okay.
I needed to explain the next couple video or the next couple pictures.
Oh, okay.
You get what I'm saying?
I think.
So then we're going to go to, after this picture, we're going to go to Katie Joy. And she's going to talk about Joe's behavior. Because I didn't have this type of behavior.
You right here?
Yeah. Without a crystal ball, this has been sent to me by multiple people. I'm being told that Joe posted this in a Facebook group. And this is not talking about my Facebook group. Joe posted this in a Facebook group believing it was my town. She also posted a comment on Zillow on one of my neighbors' homes. Her mods are leaving, and I was told LB was behind this too. Anyone know? And so Joe posted a picture in Hanover Area Watch Group. It says, this kind of person you're living alongside of, a woman mother who is told a nearly 3-year-old boy has passed away. Her reply, good. Plus lots more helping cover up the theft of $60K plus more, and more. Please read, share. Anyone need more proof? Please message me. Thank you for your time. XXX, Catherine Paulson, hubby Todd Paulson. So
Oh, yeah, this my tweet. Okay.
I think that's a little different than me getting upset about being doxxed. Wouldn't you guys think so? And so, Erin, this is you.
Okay. Oh, yeah, this is after I watched a video Katie did where Katie shared the screenshots she was sent from Joe, and that's where the redaction it was, and it was the same redaction that that Tina had in her images, the same exact redaction. So obviously it was Tina's redaction. I said I can't with this shit. I'm in her vlogs channel video. I am over it. Get down there, Katie. Katie says Tina shared a screenshot of Katie's house with Joe, but didn't redact any info, and that's only redacted in Katie's video because Joe redacted Katie's address before sending the screenshots to Katie. What? I had to. I don't know. It didn't go on. But yeah, I mean that was my tweet. It's like, dude. I mean, it's come on. I mean, you should think about this before you try to lie. I mean, it wasn't difficult.
So the smaller picture said, what? You're claiming that Joe redacted the photo of your house and your address before sending the screenshot to you. Oh my God, I'm fucking dying. That's the funniest shit I've heard all week. You want people to think someone didn't want you to see where you lived.
Yep. Yeah, and also too, I want to add to her claims of doxing. She says that she's been doxed multiple times in the group and everywhere else, on Twitter, on Instagram, on I don't know, YouTube, you name it. Okay, show me where. Because if she knows that she's been doxxed, then she must have screenshots of this, right? Because I know I would. In fact, I've been doxxed, and I still, to this day, from 2017, have screenshots of dox after doxing me throughout like 3 or 4 days from an anti-vax group. I still have all those screenshots, and I can pull them up on demand. So, I mean, surely she must have these screenshots. I mean, and especially since, she's so Sue happy and let's call the cops happy. So, of course she would save evidence.
Right.
But where is it? I mean, and it just seems very not only disingenuous, but negligent to keep making these claims over and over again without any proof, without anything.
Don't you realize that every time Katie gets fucked for something, every time the eyes are on her and she has made a terrible whatever, right, decision, whatever it is, She always comes up with this, and she always says she's been doxxed and harassed and all this. I mean, she will go into like this crazy shit. To what? Why does she do that? She does it to garner sympathy and to try to make people like forget about what she fucking just got accused of. So
That, go ahead.
later on, I'm going to read this now, right?
Okay.
But we're going to see it in a little while. On 9/7/20, Katie says, "Hey everyone, you can't dox me. I've literally been doxed a million times. It won't hurt me, it only hurts you. Also, again, I'm not doxing a man who committed a rape. I'm literally telling him he doesn't get to hide anymore and warning potential victims." Here's the thing. I don't have these screenshots on me, but I do have them in the group. She doxed a family. She doxed like 3 different businesses. And it turns out that the businesses and the people were not connected to the person that she was going after to begin with. Like they may be related, but they're not like friendly. She didn't even do her due diligence to make sure that they weren't connected to him. She just blasted them all over social media.
And it's not even the first time she's done this. I mean, there. I have screenshots of comments from her discus or whatever. I don't know how to pronounce it, but the thing that keeps track of comments for like what did keep track of comments for her Pathos pod. But all the comments are still up under discus because they weren't a part of Pathos. But there, from like 2018, she's calling him out, and she herself even claims that she has named him on Facebook like years ago. I can't find the post now, so I don't know. But I mean, this isn't the first time either. It's just this is just the biggest platform so far she's been able to do that on, because
Right,
her other platforms didn't have anywhere near the reach that this one does.
right. Without any crystal balls, actually, one of your pictures is going to come up next. But she's in the chat. She says KJ claimed had been doxxed years ago, but hadn't privated the registration for her website and put her phone number on IG.
Mm-hmm.
So what she said is there's a screenshot here. Unfortunately, doubt without a crystal ball subs have any idea the extent of lying and fabricating evidence Joe has admitted to. Appears Katie Joy Paulson is once again expecting people to simply accept screenshots as proof, despite her history of repeated claiming those against her are fake. Okay, you go 2. Swipe.
Sorry, I had to unmic. Sorry, or turn my mic back on. All right, what you want me to read this?
Oh, that one we already read.
Oh, okay. My bad. This one, or
Yeah.
I want to thank everyone who is in chat and supported us today. This week has been a shit show. Appreciate you all showing MZ some love. She really needed to hear that today. Remember, people who do these things just to hurt others are sick people. And when they're doing this, wanting people to break for their entertainment, it's sick. We should pray for them. Again, thank you all. Love you bunches.
So that's Joe acting innocent, right? They still have this shit show going on. They're still doing stuff to cause harm to other people on their platforms. Joey D says, she said that because Creepshow Arts information was public, that she did not dox her. But when her LLC was made public, that was doxing.
I believe it still is. I don't even think that she's corrected that. I mean, or no, but not made public, just on like official websites or whatever. I don't think that she's changed it. I don't think that she's put up like a PO box or whatever yet, which is nuts. I don't know why you wouldn't do that.
Right.
Okay. Oh, I didn't know this one played so slow.
I am in the middle of a lot of legal stuff due to some stuff that's been going on for about a year now. What I was posting was that if you are in that group, you might not want to be in that group because things are going to be getting, I can't say very much. I'm just saying that.
Oh, I didn't mean to post that one. But anyway, she was threatening the group in June. She basically said, we were going to be in all sorts of trouble for stalking and harassing and all that shit. All the shit that nobody's ever seen any evidence of. The only thing that there's evidence of is a redacted screenshot and me saying I knew where she lived. That's the only evidence she has ever presented for any of the claims she's made. Ever.
Yeah, and I want to say she makes this threat all the time, because when I was going through looking for like her being nasty to viewers or whatever, I found so many examples of her saying, if you're in that group, you might want to get out of that group because you're about to get shut down, or blah, blah, blah. Me and my lawyer have this and that, and screenshots of this and that. Okay, well, I haven't heard anything.
It's
In
been
fact,
1 year that I've been involved in this. 1 year. We have never even had a strike in that
yeah.
group.
Mhm.
Never one issue. Nothing. The only issues we ever had is when trolls were in there doing shit that we would never allow.
Yep.
Hi, Claire Bear.
Okay. To the do you want me to just
Go
skip
ahead.
over? Oh, okay. To the subscriber that called the sheriff and requested a welfare check on me, the sheriff said that you live in Louisiana and don't know me. We assured him that my family is safe and we are okay. Please don't waste the time and resources of police by doing this. Thank you.
Okay, so who lives in Louisiana? I mean, really,
Oh yeah.
this was after the neighbors called
Mhm.
the police, and Katie had that big thing and said the neighbors, she said to her subscribers on a live stream that her neighbors threatened to kill her
While crying.
while crying, and that they threatened to kill her family. So anybody that has any compassion could be scared. Anybody that Katie has said I love you to and treated like family could be scared, and they could call because they were worried. She
Mhm.
puts herself in these positions to have this shit happen.
And not for nothing, I think that if these places have been called or been contacted or whatever, I think most of the time it is by her subscribers because of the way she words things. Like when her husband was laid off, she told this narrative of how her family was being discriminated against, that he was laid off because of like high health bills or whatever that her son racked up.
Which
So
we do have these because we
yeah.
are touching on this. We have these screenshots here tonight.
So, I mean, if you were a subscriber of hers or a follower of hers, you liked her and you heard that they were being treated so horribly by this big, bag, huge, telecommunications company, sure, I'm sure lots of people would reach out and contact them and be like, yo, you guys are dicks. Why are you doing this? So I have no doubt that her husband's ex-employee or whatever job was contacted. I just doubt it came from where she thinks it came from. That's all.
Right.
Yeah, and here after the sheriff showed for a welfare check, she then goes on to say, sharing a story about my life doesn't equate my life or well-being is in danger. Please don't falsely report or request welfare checks on people you don't know. A sheriff deputy's time and effort was wasted on me when he could have been managing current emergencies given the pandemic. Thanks. Oh, wait a minute.
But she told her subs that the
Oh, okay.
neighbors threatened to kill her and her family. What the fuck does she expect them to do?
Oh, these.
Okay, so this next picture. Oh.
Oh yeah,
it's
no, because I did a screen record, remember? So that's why that notification's there.
yeah, got it. It's just her basically sharing. She didn't just share one phone number. She shared 3 phone numbers. She said, "Does anyone recognize this voice? This was left on my voicemail from an unknown number." She had 3 phone numbers there that were from different numbers. So she shared all 3 of them to 907 people. She doxed 2 people in her fucking phone. Oh, it makes me crazy. All to push a narrative. All to push a fucking narrative.
Mm-hmm.
So now Katie has threatened our group, right? I want to like paint a little picture. Steve was in our group at one point, right? And Katie and Uni ran with that shit. Said he was like in control of a teen mom group, which we have nothing to do with the teen moms. Yes, it was started by a teen mom, but she left way long ago. Uh so Katie made this whole story that Steve was stalking her. And she based a lot of the things that we're going to talk about here, now on this story. Now, she said that she was in fear for her life of him, right? And she was getting a TRO, she got a temporary restraining order against him. And she had posted like we finally feel safe for the first time in a year. Oh my god. But then her and Steve come out with this picture. Like, this is all we know. So if she was so scared, why has it been dismissed? If she was so fearful, why would she put her safety, put money over her safety? So it's gonna be, it's pending. It was stopped so she could sue him? Are you fucking kidding me? So, suing this motherfucker for money is more important than your family's safety. Does that make any fucking sense?
Okay, sorry. Update for my subscribers. I have met with my attorney who has agreed to take the case. This will be a complicated matter that will take time to resolve. Please respect that under the advisement of my attorney, I can no longer answer questions or discuss the matter. We all know how well she listens to that advice.
Well, and we know how that went. Like,
Yeah.
there's not a restraining order. There's no restraining order. We know that there's no restraining order.
Mm-hmm.
None.
Oh, this one's for you.
Hey, Tina. I heard you made your Twitter private and won't respond to my attorney. Yes, he reached out via Twitter since it's your favorite hangout. I thought you wanted to take action, but now you're running away? And somebody says, shaking my head, wow, you never cease to amaze me with your compassion and kindness, KJ, shaking my head. And Katie says, I don't have compassion for a woman who literally had doxed me, threatened my safety, and harassed me for a year. I have never, ever threatened her safety, and I've never harassed her, ever. She could not prove to you guys anything because she blocked me and I blocked her back. All I do is fucking record her shit. That's it. I do not fucking comment. You know what happens if I comment on her shit? She fucking blocks me because I fucking say the truth. I tell her how fucking horrible her actions are. So I don't comment. I learned my lesson after like 5 accounts.
Shout out to Without a Freaking Clue. Thanks for the help with some of these screenshots. What Katie says about this group is completely false. They document her bad behavior, and if you do any troll behavior in this group, you are kicked out. They are tired of her causing hurt to people like a lot of us are. That's cool. I didn't see that one before I read it.
Yeah, she put it on a video.
Oh, Lorian.
So Katie says she doesn't have trolls, right? So you read these ones.
Yep, she has been dealing with it for a long time. I don't know how she does it either, but you can tell that they are not okay. Pretty sad lives they live. I ignore them because I know my ride or dies will always shut them down.
So she knows that her ride or dies will shut them down. You know what's funny is I was talking to Lori. I thought she was nice. Like I befriended her after she left Katie. I really watched her behavior and listened to what she said, and I kind of felt like she was trying to get the community to just like really let this go, right? And we DM'd, we chit chatted. I was nice. I'm typically a nice person. I think anybody that's talked to me has, they wouldn't keep talking to me if I wasn't nice. But I thought about it once she went back to Katie, and I'm like, fuck, I bet Katie was pissed because I didn't give her shit. Like, I was like, I'll pray for her. You know what I mean? Whatever. Like, I was just nice. Like, I don't hate Katie. I don't have any ill feelings towards her. I want her to fucking realize that she cannot lie to the community. She cannot have this behavior. She cannot be a fucking bully and get away with it. Period.
Yeah, I mean,
Uh,
exactly.
Other than that, I got nothing. Oh, and she did this for Emily. Or it was for Salty. I'm not sure which one.
Oh, got my attorney on speed dial. Keep talking.
Yeah, look at the bottom one.
I'm going to be leverage or something. Okay, that's funny. All right. Is this playing? Okay.
Here is the biggest dipshit ever.
Oh yeah, I remember that comment. Being a victim is exhausting. Wow.
Oh, Katie said in that screenshot with Uni, it says, I don't think calling names is cool, and I don't think you can't be upset by criticism and just take it. That seems weird, but I understand her point of view. And then she says, being a victim is exhausting.
Oh,
You read
geez.
that one.
Creepshow art is nasty and mean to creators and gets off humiliating them on her channel, and then cries that YouTube demonetized her and wonders why people don't like her. Okay, stop being a bully.
She's always talking to herself, y'all. Always.
Always, yes.
If only she could realize that her talking to herself was just that. Okay, so Katie says June 7th, 2019. I'll never understand the arrogance and hatred people have for individuals with disabilities. My neighbor has no idea what my son goes through, and he deserves to go to school, even if it costs more. He's entitled to learn and grow just like all children. A neighbor who has never met had the audacity to say to me that children with special needs don't need money for public education and that they can just go to school someplace else. My child deserves a public education just like everyone else. Idea is a law, not a privilege. Now, I posted this one just to show like her pattern of fucking with her neighbors. Like she said that they threatened to kill her. Now they're saying that they're fucking discriminating against disabilities. Like, come on. Oh, here's her narratives that she runs.
In another post so about this, it was a little more, I think it was sometime after this, she made a comment about how her neighbors don't think that her son deserves an education. She just left it at that. She didn't say, because here she clearly says, not, and I'm not saying that this is any better really, but it's just different. Here though, she says that the neighbor said that children special education should go to basically like their own school rather than go to public school, with other kids, which I'm not at all supporting that idea. However, he did not say that your kid shouldn't go to school, period. But she changed the narrative to it and claimed that that's actually what the neighbor said, that the neighbor said your son doesn't deserve to go to school.
Of course she did.
It's right.
So, I don't know what one that is. I think that's the one I just read.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Can you see this one to read it?
Yeah. Oh wait, there's more. The lie that I'm a pill popper, an alcoholic. The lie that I neglect my son. The lie about everything. Oh, the lie about everything. The lie that make up my son's illnesses. The lie that I told people to defraud Medicaid. The lie that nurses raised my son. I could keep going. The lie that I'm racist, a bully, or that I've reported fake stories. The lie that I stalked some other creator. The lie that I hacked someone and put bots on their channel. The lie that I willingly sexually harassed people, or that I made up my R for sympathy. Wait, you forgot one. You planted drugs so Leslie Bass could get caught with them. Ha ha ha. Oh, that's right. I planted drugs and called the police 1,200 miles away. I am sorry to the creators and subscribers I have hurt. I am sorry for not listening sooner. I am open to hearing your criticism. But if you continue to use trolls as a source, I will not respond. This has been sent to me by multiple people. I'm being told that Joe posted this in a Facebook group, believing it was okay. We already went over that one.
And then it was the you can't dox. So here's the husbands, and there's going to be a couple of the same probably.
Hey, one, you can't dox me. I've literally been doxed. Okay, it won't hurt me. It only hurts you. Also, again, oh, sorry. I probably should have removed those. Sorry. Don't email my husband, soon to be former employee. My statements are mine and not his. Get a life. I've not said anything other than my opinion. He's not, said nothing, not a word.
Okay, so I just want to point this out. My statements are mine and not his. That proves she is the one that doxed her husband's work. Bam! But we still have all the clips of her doxing that husband's work.
Okay. Okay, this. Back, I'm sure everyone remembers when Katie was doxxed on the subreddit.
6/20/20.
Huh?
This is the first time I've seen this, but it happened on 6/20/20.
Oh, no, there was my last visit.
Okay.
It was 6/20/20. I don't remember when exactly it happened.
Okay.
But this was the screen name of or the Reddit user who posted that screenshot. I know somewhere I have a screenshot of the actual post itself with the Reddit user or whatever, but it didn't stay up for long, and then the account was deleted from Reddit. So this was just like the one and only source that was like left on the internet that I could grab it from. But yeah, the potential ice for
you kinky trees.
You I didn't even see that.
You kinky trees.
So yeah, so that's who doxed her basically. Then
I've always thought it was her. I always thought it was. What was going on at that time? Something was going on at that time that she was trying to deflect from.
And here, this is way back when this happened. She had a Reddit user account, and it was without a crystal ball. And if you pull up someone's profile, then you can see like the most recent comments or posts or whatever. And these were her most recent at the time. And these are all posts from that she made in the WACB subreddit. So, and this was right around her docs. And I always found it odd that right after this image was allegedly posted in there by someone, somehow Katie was like the first one to spot this. I mean, back then, the group still had quite a few hundred people in it, or the subreddit had quite a few hundred people in it, but yet she was the first one to see this, almost, it seemed. So these are just like the comments she put up in there or whatever. But then,
it said doxing post deleted.
Yeah. But then this is what Katie had posted and deleted. Someone else must have made a post and put the image back up there or whatever. And she's like, I didn't dox them. A new subreddit was created by SM, and Uni says this is being done in order to take your Reddit down. This is sick. I know you guys don't like me, but this is what people are. It only gives you like a brief thing or whatever.
This was right after Steve decided to start a Reddit for the group, and I don't know anything about that Reddit. I don't necessarily care for Reddit. It's just another. I I like
I
Facebook, y'all. Like I never even used Twitter until all this shit started. So I like
I think
Facebook and
yeah,
Instagram. I'm
I
not a
think that
Reddit, Twitter person.
that other subreddit, I think it's just been dead. Like I don't think anything's been going on in there. But here's the image that was posted that allegedly doxed her neighbors or whatever. Obviously I redacted out the doxing info. But supposedly this image said, well, the image did say actually, these are the people who keep harassing me and my husband, blank and blank. Their address is blank at blank Minnesota. Do what you will with this info. And of course I covered up their faces. If they come up, I don't know.
And she
But
claimed it
either way.
was her neighbors. The thing is that if
Mm.
you guys look back at the screenshot, the redacted screenshot, her house was not built then. So her street, like, you can't even get on her street with it. So how would anybody find the neighbors? Like,
Or even if her house was built, I mean, her house wouldn't be the only house in the area. How
right,
did the person doxing know which neighbors were the neighbors giving her a hard time? Because
right,
there's got to be more than one neighbor. So
right.
only someone who had like firsthand knowledge or insider information would know this.
Well, and she's talked about neighbors next door, and she
Hmm.
talked about the neighbor long time ago. She talked about the neighbor across the street who hung the Trump flagpole.
Yep.
So after she hung her pride flag. So fuck, who knows, man? All the neighbors pretty much sounds like they don't like her. You
Hmm.
know.
Exactly. Okay.
So here's some other screenshots. I didn't post these ones. The ones that I posted are blue. My screenshots from Twitter are always blue.
Am I pressing play?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, you
Okay.
can you can read it.
Okay. If this is true, could CenturyLink hold my son's health condition against my husband? I don't know, but I believe that Mr. Story doesn't care about his employees or their well being. He's never missed a raise once, while his employees suffer and have no metrics to get raises. My family will be fine because I'm self employed and make a good income, but other families in the CenturyLink family are left today feeling shell shocked. CenturyLink is not a corporation for people anymore. It's a shame. Thanks for throwing a. Okay. For 20 years, my husband has busted his butt. He's never been in trouble and always had amazing reviews. He's never complained about his lack of raise and kept the position despite his unhappiness with raises because of our insurance for our son. Now he's been laid off for no reason other than we can guess that our son uses a lot of health insurance due to his chronic illness. At Mr. Story's company, level 3 employees that needed a lot of health care say they were laid off or cut off during the layoffs, whatever. CenturyLink has made the decision to lay off hundreds of employees. My husband has dedicated 20 years to this company. He hasn't received a raise in 4 years because the new CEO, Jeff Story, doesn't believe in them. Yet in 2018, Mr. Story gave himself a $9.6 million bonus. For those spending time questioning my post about my husband's position, we have known for months his company is not in the best of health. We have known about lawsuits and settlements. Please don't pay attention to anyone assuming what we do or do not know. Losing a job after 20 years of dedication is not easy for anyone. Rather than picking apart my words, find some compassion for a family that will have to sort through how to manage a child's complex needs once our private insurance expires. That is our reality right now. Since my husband will be home now, we will be expanding my merchandise line. He's an amazing and creative designer. Tell me what phrases or images you would love to see on merch. Yes, give her the ideas of what she should sell. I mean, wow, that one always amazed me.
Okay, so yeah, without any crystal balls says 2KJ also did 2 IG lives that night. The first one named her husband's employer 7 times in about 70 seconds. I have the videos. I was pissed tonight after she did her second live. I was like extremely pissed. I had had enough of her calling us a troll group and blaming us for all her fucking problems because I don't got time for any of that. Like I'm not doing that. I don't do any of the things she claims, and it makes me mad that she keeps saying it. So that's why we started the YouTube uh channel, so I could show all this shit. Erin and I have been doing so much to show everybody what's in the group because eventually I want to shut it down. My God, I'm over it. It's been a year. I'm over this bitch.
And I just like, as far as these screenshots go, I mean, that's not even how health insurance is really calculated by the company. They pay yearly premiums. They don't pay per bill. So I
Right.
mean, I don't see how her son racked up all these bills on the company's dime. So, oh, we go back. Oh, I've shelled out over 10K in legal expenses in the past 2 weeks to stop a stalker from harassing and destroying my business. Want to help? Consider a PayPal donation.
I put that in there because really she thinks that Steve is harassing her and destroying her business. And really, I would say that this lawsuit that she has going on proves that she's the one destroying her business. Period. Don't email my husband's soon to be former employer. My statements are mine and not his. Get a life. I've not said anything other than my opinion. He said nothing, not a word. I knew there was going to be an extra. Okay, now there's a video. After that, then we're on video.
Oh, we also found out tonight that Matt Bear doxed my husband's employer. Thanks for doing that, Matt.
So, did you guys see? Like, did you see that she admitted that she's the one that said all of that?
Mm-hmm.
It's just baffling. And so it goes into the pictures again. I think that we've already seen all of these.
Yeah, I don't know why they're playing it. Oh, it didn't go back any.
And then it goes to no, well, because I had the other ones. Remember I told you there
Oh,
was going to be some doubles.
oh, okay, all right.
These
I'd forward it. I would forward ahead, but it's a very small like bar.
this
I'm not gonna be able to control like where I land very well.
that's fine. It should be quick. They
I think
screwed
we're
me up
nearly
because it's two different colors.
not up on U.S. labor laws, but sounds like discrimination to me. Doesn't pay to be a good worker anymore anywhere. They will never admit it though.
Of course, so see it's their
Members of the troll group did it. If anybody at that point can't admit that the troll group has been doxing her and doing things physically to her, resulting after they've gotten the information of her.
How did we do anything physically to her? How has anybody done anything physically to her?
Exactly. Yeah.
So this says on oh, it doesn't say the date. Here is the group. Please report this group for harassment and bullying. I don't care if you don't like me, but don't use a group to dox, threaten, and harass me. That's criminal. I'm meeting with my lawyers tomorrow. This group will be part of our criminal case.
I think this was right around the time
June.
she claimed to have sent you DMs or her lawyer sent you
Yeah,
DMs.
June. And I don't know where the video is. I have it, but before she posted those tweets about the lawyer in my DMs, she said, "I have all of your evidence." If she has my address and my contact information, then she sure as hell ain't gonna fucking contact me through the goddamn Twitter. It ain't gonna fucking happen. You can send people to my door.
I remember this too. She was making these tweets and it was like it's like 11 o'clock, 11:30 my time, which would have been like 10:30 her time. And she was saying it like her lawyer was right there on standby, ready to go. And I'm thinking, what lawyer is on call at freaking almost 11 o'clock at night? I don't care how much you're paying them.
Right.
It could, if in what, for a freaking Twitter DM? Come on now.
Here's the thing. She has nothing. I have not contacted her since
Mm-hmm.
November of last year when she blocked me on Instagram. That is the last well, there was one time when she was talking shit about me in Cheshire on a live stream, and I did comment in the live stream, but she blocked me, so I've never commented since. That was forever ago, last year. Probably just last December. So these ones are yours, I think. from the Reddit.
Oh shoot! Oh god darn it! Ah.
Anybody at that point can't admit.
Okay. Pause. Oh, these aren't. Are they? I
No,
don't
keep
think they're.
going past the group picture.
Oh, okay. I see.
Scared of people because we have had the police called on us. We have had our neighbors contacted. We have had people report our like contact. When my son was in the hospital, these people called the hospital. When my husband was working, they called my husband's employer. There was 40 death threats left on a voicemail of my husband's friend's work. Like, people don't understand, like, I'm not lying about this kind of stuff. I have
Okay,
no
pause it.
reason to lie.
How would people know what hospital she was at? How would people know what her husband's band person's restaurant is? I mean, really, if you guys think about it, how could people possibly know any of the information? And why have the authorities not been involved? The death threats. I mean, you talk about that, Erin.
I'm sorry. I was typing. Oh, how would they know where? Where? Yeah, exactly. I mean, when she was talking about the phone calls and everything that her husband's friends whatever brewery received, she said it was a brewery. She said that the person who owned the brewery also was the label owner for her husband, and then she said the dude's name was Austin. So she gave all the information right there, dude. I looked it up. All I had to do was look up. I knew what label he was on, so I look up label Austin Brewery. Boom, there it was, right there in the Google search results. It wasn't even hard. Hello?
Yeah, I'm
Oh,
I'm
okay.
reading Team Schroeder. Okay, I have been here from the start with Katie. I know her well, very, very well. She isn't perfect, but she isn't even close to what you are making this out to be. But I can't comment. It won't let me. You just commented. You just commented. And people have answered you. Uh,
Yeah, I'm not really paying attention to the chat, so I
right, I
apologize for
haven't
that.
been either because we're paying attention to the thing, but
Yeah, well, for me to play the video, I have to go to a different tab to control it. So I can't even see any of the screen when I'm doing that.
okay. Well, Team Shorter, I'd like to say that um, we're showing evidence to what we're saying. Like, there's evidence, there's factual evidence. This is from her mouth. So, we're not making her out to be anyway. We're sharing our experience with her or what she has said, and we're showing evidence to back up what we're saying. So I'm sorry if that seems harsh, but that's reality.
And yes, she's not perfect, but we're not expecting her to be perfect. And if you're if she either has to be perfect or just horrible, I mean, there's a whole lot of middle ground there. You can still not be perfect and it be okay. Like, it's acceptable that people aren't perfect. No one is giving her crap for that. The ways in which that her, I guess, I don't know, her mistakes or whatever she makes it, but mostly it's the way she responds to them and the way she responds to people who have a reaction to them, especially when her mistakes affect them.
Right?
I mean,
Right.
that's the whole thing in a nutshell, really.
She's told her subs that I stalk her and harass her continuously.
Okay,
And
sorry.
I have not messaged her since November when she blocked me. My last message to her was, "Why did you block me?" Because all I did was give her criticism. I was very nice in that criticism, and I can prove that.
And Team Schroeder, it's great that you recognize a bunch of names here, but what does that have anything to do with anything? I mean, for real. I mean, it doesn't matter who the things come from if what the things are being said, if the things being said are true. Okay. And it's not just things that we're saying. We are showing in her own words exactly where we get our mindset from or whatever. It's from her own words. And I mean, for if she were to sit there, like she has called the group or whatever, she said, it's all full of lies. It's all full of lies. Well, the group is all full of her own words. So unless she's calling herself full of lies, then I don't know what else to say.
Exactly.
I mean,
exactly.
The whole, I recognize a bunch of names here. Well, great. But that doesn't mean we're wrong. Just because you had this preconceived notion that we're biased or we're full of shit. Okay, it's great you recognize the names, but too bad you don't recognize the behavior that she's been displaying all this time.
The thing is that all of us supported her just like you at one time or another. We all ended up giving her criticism. I gave her criticism for mocking Chelsea's anxiety, her mental illness. Katie could not apologize without justifying her behavior. She could not take responsibility for what she did.
Mm-hmm.
Like this
Okay.
really.
It is my belief that Tati and James Westbrook, along with their attorney, have utilized drama channels to spread defamatory statements about me. It is my belief that they are using this lawsuit to use me as a scapegoat and to deflect from their lawsuit for fraud in California. I will make no more statements at this time. I said everything I needed to say in my live tonight and in these tweets. The rest will play out in court. This is not over.
And I bet you can go and look on her Twitter and these tweets will be gone because what she does is she tantrums out and she tweets and then she deletes. So those deleted screenshots end up in my group and we document them. That's all we do.
Oh, all right.
At all.
I didn't mean to put that in there. I missed another one.
Okay.
Then she actually got caught posting my address. And this was her explanation. I'm going to say I shared this pic with someone in a private message and everything was blacked out so I could have literally been in a field anywhere in the world. That's actually a lie. We have the unredacted screenshots where she sent a message to a creator named Joe, Tea by Joe or Sipping Tea with Joe. And she posted a photo of my house, like a Google thing of my house. The number of my house was listed along with the street address. And Joe blacked it out when she sent it to me. And then Joe sent me an unredacted version as well. So we have both a redacted and an unredacted version.
Why would Joe send her?
That there is not an unredacted version. There is. There is an unredacted version where she sent an email to Joe and threatened me.
Anybody can get a new unredacted screenshot. She didn't tell those people that there was no house in the screenshot. Her house hadn't been built yet.
I think it's a rational fear for me to have, and I feel like me sharing those fears helps other families that have children like mine or even have chronic illness, because there's so many people that are dealing with this right now that don't have a voice. And so if I have a platform, I'm going to speak out and be like, hey, like if you've lost your health insurance, if you're freaking out, I am too. I'm kind of freaking out about my son's health insurance, but we're going to figure it out. We're going to make it work. We'll find something in the market. I'll have to buy it. We'll get some coverage, some extended coverage from his employer for a few months. But like, it doesn't change the fact, like he's already been laid off. So like, don't contact his employer. It doesn't do anything. But otherwise, I'm not going to share any more details about, what products we have or who we're going to use, because clearly you guys don't have boundaries. And so,
Okay, she's not talking to us in this stream, she's talking to her subscribers.
Mm-hmm. And
She has not learned her lesson because she still overshares.
I was just going to say that. She's the one who doesn't have the boundaries.
Nobody would know anything about who her husband worked for, who her neighbors were. Nobody would know anything about any of that if she hadn't shared that information on social media.
Mm-hmm. And I can see which one's coming up next. I just want to add, before I read it, that the videos in which she discussed this and everything, there was confusion about if these phone calls were to be reported, should they be reported where she lives or where the brewery was located, because they were in different counties. So I just want to say that before I go ahead and read this. So, but this is the email though that I sent to the brewery after she made the videos about those phone calls. And again, I mean, I was curious why the brewery wasn't reporting them. And I didn't tell anyone that I sent this email. So, I mean, it's not like I was doing this to try to, I don't know, create drama. Anyways, Dear Austin, I'm writing to you in regards to the threatening voicemails your brewery received on behalf of Katie Joy Paulson. Katie revealed in a video your business received harassing phone calls on her behalf. Katie shared some of these on Instagram, and one of them in particular sounded especially concerning, the one where it said Katie needed to die. May I ask why it is your company is not reporting these to police? I realize they are threats against Katie, but I also find it concerning for your company that they decided, for some ridiculous reason, to include your business into their hate and fear campaign. I am also reaching out to law enforcement in your area to learn what protocols should be followed in making such a report, and will happily share with you what I learned, as well as a contact name and number. I would be worried for my business if some crazy person were calling, leaving death threats against the spouse of an associate of mine. I would especially be worried for my associate and his family. I am dumbfounded that your company is not taking this more seriously. Thank you for your time, Erin K. Costello. And like I said, I didn't actually reach out to any law enforcement, but I said that because there's question about where to report it. So, and that's what I meant, I can reach out for you. Let me do the work for you, and I will give you their answer. And if you want, I can give you a contact name and number, so for you to go ahead and do what you should be doing.
Okay, I want to read a couple. Team Shredder says, I want to just say I respect you ladies for not blocking me because I don't agree. Here's the thing. I truly believe that because we were all once Katie's supporters, that eventually you'll be here. You'll understand. She'll treat you the way she treated some of us. Or you'll just realize that she's full of shit. Like she does all this stuff and she just keeps repeating the behavior over and over and over again, expecting something different. And she always will turn it around and say that it's my group. My group's doing this. If you want, I will invite you into my group, as I have every single one of the people that have ever left her. And you can come in and you can see what we're about. Without any crystal ball says, and Team Schroeder, no, we're not misrepresenting or fabricating things and are only reviewing things she has publicly shared, not paying for her private info and sharing it as she repeatedly has, which I have her on video talking about Leslie Bass's private information. I have her on video talking about Toddy Westbrook's private information and doxing her birth name. Nobody knew that information about her.
I want to, as Carrie Cemetery said, AKC is one of the fairest creators covering this stuff. She doesn't delete, block, or otherwise restrict criticism. And I was going to say that I wouldn't. It didn't even dawn on me to block. What was the name again? I forget.
Schroeder.
Schroeder, yeah. It didn't even dawn on me to block Schroeder. I mean, why? Because he disagrees with us? I mean, why create an echo chamber for yourself? Because then you're not going to have any other, dissenting opinions to make you think outside the box or consider other narratives. If all you hear inside your head is yourself, you're not going to get anywhere. So, I mean, there will be times when I know I'm wrong. And when that happens, I don't want to find out when it's too late. I want people in comments or in chat, whatever, saying, listen, dude, you're kind of wrong here. I want to see that. So
High quality.
too
I'm
bad
sorry.
Katie
Hi,
doesn't feel
everybody
silly.
else. So the chat is so odd to
Yeah, we're using StreamYard,
watch.
and yeah, for me to run or work the video, I can't see like any of the chat screen, so it's
It's hard to see.
Yeah.
I do want to say that I haven't blocked anybody on the group's channel. Um, I have not deleted one comment. I have not done anything. Like, I want everybody to be able to have a say because we've been locked behind this private group for long enough. And we just really want to present all the evidence, all her words, and let it be out there. Everybody can decide what they choose to decide. We're not
Yeah.
saying anything bad. I don't think Erin or I hate her.
I don't.
Like, that's not what this is about. This is about her realizing that she needs to take responsibility for all the stuff she's done, all the lies that she's told, and do better. She would not be getting sued right now if she was a perfect person, as she claims. It wouldn't be happening.
Mm-hmm.
Narcissists don't admit that they're narcissists. So it's almost impossible to treat. And when you throw those out, you're really like, you're minimizing and stigmatizing so much that people go through on a day-to-day basis. So what have we learned? We have learned that a group of people combined in their hate and fueled by the vendetta and rage and narcissism, and I don't know what is going on with Steve.
Steve beats them all out, man. That's the one thing Steve gets to be the king of. He's the king of narcissistic selfishness and sociopathy.
And when you throw those out, you're really like, you're minimizing and stigmatizing so much that people go through on a day-to-day basis.
Steve McRae is a supreme Omega style boomer, but also narcissist. He is the one person online there that I would have no fucking doubt in saying that, oh yeah, if he goes to a fucking doctor and they sit down and talk to him and the doctor gets to see how he acts online and everything, they're going to diagnose him as a narcissist 100%.
The person that did this is essentially a convincing narcissist. People who are narcissists do not acknowledge that they're narcissists. You know what I mean? And so I'm like, well, I'm definitely not a narcissist. Like, I've definitely never had that. In fact, I don't have any personality disorder.
Okay, who in the chat believes that Katie is narcissistic? Anybody? Is she the only one that doesn't believe that she's narcissistic?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, and for granted, I know myself, and I don't think Tina is either qualified to make such a diagnosis or determination. However, I think we, like most people, can at least kind of point out how she sure seems to be awfully concerned about whether or not she's seen as a narcissist. And well, maybe, there's a reason for that. I mean, maybe it's, like doth the lady protest too much or something, I mean, we can question it.
She's called us narcissist.
Yeah, true.
I mean, really, let me see.
That's it. Yeah, Sue M. That one video where she's saying, I'm not a liar. I'm not a pathological liar. I don't have a disorder or something like that.
Right. It's insane. Where is it? Where's the... It's crazy. I don't see any more of Schroeder's comments. I can't even find any of them.
Maybe they left.
Maybe. I know you wouldn't delete them. There's no way.
No, I didn't delete them. I
Okay,
didn't delete
Team
anyone.
Schroeder, if you're here, I just want to say that, we welcome you anytime. We'll welcome anybody. I don't know. I feel like I have been beat down. Like, I really do live a spiritual life and I will get emotional talking about this because I really try to treat everybody like nice. Um, and I've spent a year being just beat up by her, and I really have done nothing to deserve it other than show the truth, other than show her own words.
And I've seen her do that to so many people. And there's like the more I paid attention, the more I seen it, obviously. But even when I wasn't paying attention that closely, I was noticing it, and that's what got myself involved and interested. So I mean, it's just I don't know. I
I
mean,
gotta,
go ahead. I'm sorry.
I gotta say, it's just, I realize, like, it's just taken a fucking lot.
Hmm.
Like, I don't like people thinking that I'm this mean, horrible person
Nobody
because I
thinks
just,
that. Nobody thinks that.
that's why
Really.
I just want to get the evidence out and just shut the group down and just fucking be done. Like, I can't take it anymore.
Well, I mean, even if some of her supporters do think that about you, about me, about any one of us, I mean, so what? I mean, these aren't people that you're ever going to meet in your life, and they're probably going to forget your name 10 minutes later. You know what I mean? And
Right.
so, I mean, it's not even like if you cross paths on the internet in some other forum or something that they're going to really remember you. And if they do, well, then you can deal with it. But I mean, it, so what? I mean, I understand. Don't get me wrong. I know it's saying so what is a lot easier said than done. And there are times where even I can't say so what. So I'm
It's
not
a
trying to
lot.
minimize anything. I'm really
No, you're
not.
fine.
But
We spend the most time talking. You know me better than anybody. I just have to a point where it's just
mhm.
gotten to be like Team Schroeder said, I'm here. I just don't know how to prove my point. Sorry, loves, but I just know the truth. But I love you all. What's the truth? Like, tell us the truth. Why don't you tell us the truth?
If yeah, and if
Please.
we have it wrong, and some truth that we're not privy to, by all means. I mean, we're open. We're open minded. We're open to hear it. We're open to see it. We're not going to dismiss it if you show it. So I mean, please, if you know something we don't, we would love to know.
Thank you guys. I'm sorry. There just comes a point where it's just too much. You know what I mean? Like the crazy thing is that I have so much empathy for Katie. Like I know where she's at cuz I've been there as far as just drowning and I don't know
Hmm.
why I can't name whatever she's got going on, but like it breaks my heart and I could just see it like going down like the fucking Titanic, and there's a different way and there's things you can do, you can fucking change. Like really, you could just like hit your knees and fucking say I'm done and ask the universe to like help you, you know?
Well, I think that's it. It's the control that she's constantly trying to grasp or regrasp or more firmly grasp. And I don't know. It's I could be wrong in that, but I mean, I don't. I used to be. I mean, I used to probably be someone that people would have disliked. Maybe to the degree of Katie. I don't know, but whatever. But I mean, and I deserved it for the most part. And when social media came around, you start to really you see your own words kind of coming back at you. A few months later or whatever, and you see something you wrote or you typed, and you're like, "Holy crap! I can't believe I said that or I did that or whatever." And you start to realize that you start to see yourself the way other people see you, and you start to not like that and you want to change that. And so I'm baffled how she has all this video proof of the things she says and does, but yet it doesn't seem to phase her. I
You
don't
know
know.
what I kind of feel like it is? It's like when you, like, if you've ever been heavy, right, and you lose weight,
Hmm.
and you look in the mirror and you still see that heavy person, right? Like, it's like you're blind to whatever is there, or you start gaining weight and you don't realize you've gained weight, and you look in the mirror and you see that skinny person. It's almost like your glasses are
Hmm.
they're just not showing you what the truth is.
Yeah, and we're always our harshest critics. I mean, but
I
I
just
don't.
don't want her to end up losing everything and have her family suffer. I just think about her child like more than anything. I just wish that she could really see that we're not here to do anything other than to show her
Yeah,
the error of her ways, you know?
she's not going to see that though, because I mean, and
Well, I gotta have faith that maybe, just maybe, she will.
yeah, no, I agree. I agree. I hear you there. I do. I think more than anything though, it's like I know for myself anyways. It's anything I put out there, whatever. I mean it whatever she's going to do her, and that's fine. I'm whatever she can do her, but it's the people who are going to come across her and who will, get it, follow her, they'll have a good, repertoire going. And then suddenly she'll turn on them and then they'll be sitting there wondering, well, what was it me? Was it something I did? Or if she convinces, the other followers or viewers to gang up on the person like she's done in the past, this is what I think of. So anything I put out there is pretty much for them. So when that happens, I mean, you've been through it. So when that happens, they can see that it's not them and it's not something they did. And it's definitely not something that they deserve. So,
It's hard sometimes not to take it personal. I think I'm just
yeah.
like, I just, I've had a couple friendships end recently in this community, and it really just breaks my heart. And you see people struggling and kind of going down the same path as her. And so I'm feeling a little more raw and emotional right now. You know what I mean? Like, um, it hurts to see your friends hurting, and it hurts to see people that can't be in your life anymore. And I realize, like, um, I I've always been taught in recovery to go where I'm celebrated, and I have a really, really tight circle around me, and I'm very grateful for you guys, and you guys know who you are, and I just I think I really there's a couple people I'm worried about, and I'm worried about Katie. Don't get me wrong, like I'm worried about her. Regardless of anything, she can lie on me, she can uh, do all that, but she's only hurting herself and her family. She's not really hurting me. I'm not crying because I'm hurt. I'm frustrated and pissed off. You know how I try not to get, like, be- before I got sober, I used to rage on anger and I got something from it. So instead of raging on anger, I just cry and be emotional. So that's where I'm at. I'm beyond frustrated.
Yeah,
I'm
it is. It
glad
is
that other
frustrating.
people have come in here, and I'm glad that people are actually, even if they don't agree with us, I'm glad that they're at least telling us where they're coming from and how they feel, right? And
Mhm.
at least now, I will go. I probably won't do it tonight. Tomorrow morning, I will go to the Instagram for the group, without a freaking clue on Instagram, and I will post all the screenshots that we shared tonight. I think maybe the videos are probably short enough to be able to post them. I will make sure I get that done first thing tomorrow, and you're welcome to go and check them out. And, you know, let me know what you think there in the comment
Oops.
section. I don't I don't care what anybody says. I don't delete comments ever. I'm not that person. Unless they talked about her child. I would
Yeah, I
delete
mean,
them.
yeah.
I would delete them then because, her child's off limits.
For me, that
Or her looks, because I
your
don't really dig that either.
your average like hate speech or whatever. I mean, shit like that obviously gets deleted. But yeah, when it comes to Katie or me or whatever, whatever,
Yeah,
I
you can
I
say
don't even
anything
care.
to me. I don't
Yeah,
give a fuck.
exactly. Yeah, you don't. I mean, I would prefer that people were, you know, kind of respectful or whatever, but even if they're not, whatever. I mean,
Yeah,
I can,
I don't take it personal. I don't.
exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I'm going to call this a night because it's almost 2:30 a.m. here and I am exhausted now. It took us a while to get things going, of course, but now that we know how to do it, we can do more live streams and at a better time and do them for longer.
Yes. Yes, now that we have it. Okay,
So,
y'all, I am going to post that tomorrow. I think I'm going to probably do a couple people have liked me reading out of the big book, so I'm gonna start doing that. I'm going to try to post, you know, a couple times a week. Just if you want to follow along, follow along. Um, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna start at the beginning, and I think that will be like really, really good for me. Like I think that's what like my spirit needs right now.
that
So
sounds good. I might listen as I go to sleep.
there you go. Thank
All
you
right.
guys. I'm glad
Good
you were
night, guys.
here.
Thank you.